What's up, guys? So we are going to foam roll today. If you don't have a foam roller, you should get one. Alright, so I have two different sizes I'm going to show you. Doesn't really matter which one you use. First, warm up your body real quick. So I did 100 knees up runs, and I did 50 jumping jacks, arms all the way above your head. Don't cheat them, get them up there. So warm your body up a little bit. I have two foam rollers. One is short, one is long, obviously. The other difference is this one is a softer material and this one is harder. So I prefer the longer one because you can do more exercises with it. But also, if you're just starting out, the softer kind, the other one might be better. And then once you get used to it, maybe get a harder one. So I use the harder one all the time now. But I will tell you, foam rolling is kind of painful. It's not the most enjoyable thing, but it is worth it when you're done. So we're gonna go down on the ground. And the first thing we're gonna do is actually for the front of our shins and our ankles, which might seem weird, but mine are really sore. So that's why I'm doing it first. I ran the other day, which I didn't plan on running, just happened. So now my legs are sore there. So I am literally rolling from, you're never gonna go on your joints, any of them. So I'm just under my knee here, right here. I'm going from there all the way down to the top of my ankle. Okay, so hands are down, and I'm just rolling. Obviously hold your core in. And because my ankles and my shins are so sore, like that, what I just did was brutal. But chances are if it hurts, you need to roll it out. So I'm holding my core in and rolling it out. So you can stay there as long as you want. You can hold it where you need it the most, which is right there. Oh, the fronts of my shins to my ankles. Okay. Whew. All right. So we got those rolled out. Now we're gonna flip over and do some glutes. So make sure you don't like slip off and hurt yourself and fall. Make sure you're always holding on good when you're sitting down. All right, so I'm gonna pick one leg up, cross it over my other leg, and I'm gonna roll back on my glutes. And then my leg that is in the air, I'm going to turn towards that side and really get into the side of my glute med there, which is also sore. Everything is sore. So what foam rolling does is it loosens up all the knots we have, the tension, the fascia that's building up, lactic acid that has built up, and it helps release all of that. And then in the end, it relaxes your muscles, not while you're doing it, but it is worth it. All right, so I came back to the center. I'm gonna switch, I'm gonna do the other side. Same thing, start just rolling. Then I'm gonna turn into that leg that's in the air. I'm really getting on the side of my glute med, which is super sore. So again, a lot of foam rolling does not feel good while you're doing it, but it is necessary. I like to do it typically before bed every night. I don't do this whole thing every night, but whatever is like the most sore, I will do before bed. Okay, both feet down. Let me move a little bit. So from here, hold on to this as you lean back. Okay, you're going to roll into your upper back and shoulder blades. I'm going to put my hands in a prayer, and they are touching my forehead, okay? And that helps open up your back. I do this every night. Even when we go camping, I take the foam roller. I do this every night. Okay, now from here, I'm going to open up by pushing back, opening up between my traps, pushing back. All right, I'm going to roll a couple more times. If you want, you can put your hands on your neck. Just don't pull up on your neck. Keep your elbows open, wide. So you don't want to roll down into your rib cage. Just below your bra line and up. Okay. Now at the top, I'm going to stop, put my butt down, push this back a little bit, rest my neck on it. Okay, while I'm here, my neck is rested. I'm going to reach my arms up overhead and just stretch, pushing my thumbs to the ground keeping my arms straight, just stretching. All right, and we're gonna come up. Bring it back to you. You're gonna keep it under your butt. And this is where the big one comes in handy. You're going to push your elbows are on the outside of the roller, so they're not here, they're out here. And I'm pushing forward into here. Okay, what this is doing is stretching the inside of my chest where your shoulders and chest meet your armpits, and that really helps open that up. I do that every night too. Now, another thing similar to that stretch, which is gonna look funny going this direction, but I'm sitting on my foam roller this way, and I'm gonna lean all the way back. Okay, and with the long foam roller, my tailbone all the way to the top of my head is on the foam roller. Okay, and I'm just gonna put my arms up to the sky, thumbs are facing back, and I'm gonna open my chest. Okay, and this helps really open up in here where your shoulders and chest and armpits all connect, and just helps release that, and it feels good. Hold that out as long as you need to. Careful as you come up. All right, back to the glutes. So we do one leg at a time. Now I'm gonna have both legs out, and I'm just pushing my weight into my heels, rocking back and forth, and going up a little bit higher, closer to my tailbone now. Okay, so do that a couple times. Then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go lower, and my lower glutes. Okay, now from here, we're going to cross one leg over, and we're gonna go down into our hamstrings. So right now, my left leg is straight, and my toes are pointed up straight towards the ceiling. So I'm gonna do this a couple times, and then I'm gonna turn my leg out. So my toes are pointed, my left leg, the straight leg, are pointed to you guys. And that's going to get the outer part of your hamstring. You actually have 3 hamstrings. Okay, so you do that a couple times. Then we're gonna turn our leg in so that our toes are pointing away from the camera, and that's your inner hamstring, which I think is the hardest to stretch and work out. So that might be even tighter than the rest. Okay, and then if you want, you can roll the whole leg side to side and back and forth as you go. I like doing that. And then find whatever spot is the worst, which right now for me is my outer. I'm gonna turn my toes towards you, and I'm gonna hold it there. And I'm gonna hold it. And I don't like it, but I'm gonna hold it. There's the bad spot. Okay, I'm gonna switch. And we're gonna do the other side. Same thing. And you might be wondering why we went like from glutes to back to hamstrings and mixing things up. Well, it's because if you're doing this along with me, you can tell we're holding ourselves up off the ground. Our butt is not on the ground. After a while, your shoulders kind of get tired of holding yourself up. So that's why I kind of switched around so that your arms and shoulders get a break. Okay, so I'm doing my inner thigh now, or not inner thigh, inner hamstring, back to my center hamstring, back to my outer hamstring. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the inner, because this one hurts really bad on the inner. And I'm gonna hold it there for a few. Find that spot. All right, shake this out. While we're here, we'll give those a break. Move your foam roller down to your calves. Try and keep your back flat, up nice and tall. Push your heels straight, toes to the ceiling. And we're just gonna stretch, hamstring stretch here. Pulling your toes back towards you. So the foam roller makes it kind of harder. Don't bend your knees. Push those legs straight. All right. Roll your ankles for a second. Shake it out. Now we're gonna do our calves. So same thing, you're gonna do your inner, your regular or center, and your outer. I don't know if you can see my feet turning. If this is enough pressure for you, fine, but I'm going to cross my ankles. That leg on top puts weight down, makes more pressure, which I need. So I'm gonna start with my outer calf. You can do the whole thing, so you can roll from ankle up to here, all in one, or you can focus on your upper half first and then go to your lower half. That's totally up to you. I'm kind of gonna do the whole thing. So I'm gonna start at the bottom and go up, starting with the outer. Okay, do a couple that way. Now I'm switching to the inner. Ooh, those are so sore from running. And I'm gonna go inner. I said inner already, but I meant center. Now I'm on the inner. Now I'm back to the center. Now I'm really getting into the top part there. More of the meaty part of your calf. Ooh, it's burning. Oh, you can just hold it out where you need it. I put my butt down, give my shoulders a break, but I'm still pushing into that, making sure there's tension on that muscle. I'm gonna go back down to the lower part here. Do all 3 angles of that. And I'm gonna go back to that meaty part. Ooh, it's burning a lot. Oh, okay. My left one is always super bad. Switching to the right, crossing my left leg on top. I tend to go on my knuckles a lot so that my wrists don't get so sore. Whatever works for you. So I started with the outer, now I'm in the center. I'm kind of sweating, guys. And I'm gonna go to my inner now. Oh, I'm gonna hold it out for a second, put my butt down, push into that meaty part. Oh gosh, I feel it. But I promise in the end, it is worth it. All right, I'm going to go down to the lower section, inner, center, outer. And again, you can spend as much time as you need here. Obviously, you're going to have different parts that are more sore, that you might want to spend more time on, and maybe less time on certain things that I'm spending more time on than so on. Whew. I might have to do this again tonight before bed, I think. Oh, these are killing me. Oh. All right, we're gonna give our body a break from holding us. We're going to sit on the foam roller. We're gonna hold on to it as we carefully lean back. All right, so it's right under my butt. I'm holding on to it. Then I'm going to pick up one leg. So this straight leg, I'm trying to get my heel on the ground. I know you can't see my heel, but I'm trying to get as close as I can, keeping everything straight. So I'm not bending to get it down. My leg is still straight. So it's almost touching the ground, but not quite. So that is going to stretch your hip flexor here in the front. Then this other leg, I'm pulling into my chest. I'm gonna roll my ankle on here, get a nice stretch. Then I'm gonna push this leg straight up to the sky, get a nice hamstring stretch. See how I held onto this foam roller as I kicked my leg into the air so that it doesn't roll out from under me. Make sure it's stable. You can grab your lower calf and pull it towards you, stretching the back of that hamstring. Now you're gonna hold your foam roller and switch, okay? You can see that foot better. So my leg is nice and straight. My heel's not on the ground because if I can get it there, but if I'm doing that, then I'm arching in my back and we don't want that. Keep your back flat, your pelvis in a nice straight line. So stretching that back leg to get that hip flexor stretched and straightened. Pull this other leg into your chest, roll your ankle a couple times each way, leg up, make sure you're stable. You can grab that calf, pull it towards you, and at the same time you're pushing that other leg down towards the ground, keeping both legs straight, both legs down, and we're going to let the roller come out from under us. All right, so from there, take a break from holding ourselves up again. We're going to roll our forearms, which also might seem weird, but sometimes it's necessary, at least for me. Like, I do hair, I use my hands, my wrists all the time. My arms get really knotted up. You might not have that issue, but anyway, I'm gonna show you. So you're gonna be in a child pose with your feet together in the back, hips down. I am going to just push into child pose. So my hands are not on the ground. my wrists are on the foam roller, and I'm just gonna roll forward with the foam roller going from my wrist to just below my elbows. So 1, you're stretching your hips because you're in your child pose. 2, you're pushing your chest to the ground, so that's opening up your chest and stretching your back. And then 3, you're getting your, yeah, I don't even know what to say. You're loosening up your forearms, rolling into them. And that feels really good. And then just hold it there. Mine tend to be really sore right here where the foam roller is hitting my forearms. Okay, and come back. Then take your foam roller, stand it up on its edge, and we're just going to pushing our chest down into the ground, opening up the chest. I'm going to keep one arm here, so now I'm kind of facing front. So this is going to pull more on the inside than just your chest. So pushing into this, okay? And I'm going to reach with my other arm, and reach with my other arm. Come back to the center, go the other way. Reach, reach. Oh, back to the center. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, that feels good. All right, we're gonna go to our side, and we're gonna roll our lat, which is not fun, but that is going to be in here, our side lat. So we want to put the foam roller, like at the edge of your bra, basically. So you are probably not gonna like it even just laying here before you even pick your body up off the ground, but these get really tight, a lot tighter than people think. So I'm picking my hips up off the ground, put this arm wherever you want, this arm in the front to stabilize. So this is not gonna be a big motion. So I'm moving up just a tiny bit, so I'm kind of by my shoulder blade. And I'm just going to push forward and back, forward and back. So let me show you. When I sit up right here where my hand is, that's what's on the foam roller right now. All right. So I'm not going up and down. I'm looking forward and back. And it's slow and it's small, but it's loosening all that up. Okay? So we're gonna do that a couple times this way. And then we're going to hold it where you need to hold it. Hold it on that spot. Oh, all right. And I'm just gonna roll right over where I am and do the same thing on the other side. And it's gonna be a small movement. And it looks like we have a visitor. Oh man, these are sore. I didn't think it was gonna hurt this bad. But I'm not sure if you can see from the back how small of a movement this is. But I'm really getting into that tight stuff. Whew. And it does not feel good. But chances are, the more it hurts, the more you need to loosen it, because you're just going to get a bunch of knots in there that build up. And that causes a lot of imbalances and other problems in other areas. Whew. Get him out of the way. That's Gilbert, the guinea pig. All right. Now we're going to go back to holding ourselves up, but on the front. So we are going to work on our quads and our inner thighs, and then our outer thighs, which is our IT band. So we're going to hold ourselves up, but in a different way. We're going to be on our forearms like a plank. So make sure you're not arching like this. You have to make sure you have a nice flat back, holding your core so you don't hurt your back. Can you scoot back so they can see you? You can still do it. All right, so right now I am on my pelvic bone. From here, I'm going to move down to stop at the top of my knees and come back. So right now I'm just rolling the front of my quads. Okay, so we're going to do this a couple of times. So you might be really sore up here at the top. You might be really sore down here towards your knees. Wherever you need to be, roll it out. Remember, hold your core in. I'm going to hold it here for a second where it's really sore, towards my knees more so. Kind of like pulsing back and forth there. And then I'm going to go down, back by my hips, pelvic bone, Hold that for a second. All right, from here, my left leg staying the same. My right leg, I'm turning out. So the inside of my right leg is on the foam roller. This is gonna help with our inner thigh on the right leg. So you can see my knee is not on the foam roller, but it's turned out. Then I'm gonna switch, keep my right leg straight, bend my left leg up, get that inner thigh, and go all the way up to my hip bone. All right, this is probably my favorite. I always need it. And this one like actually feels good for me, but doesn't hurt. All right, straighten back up. So from here, I'm going to turn to the side. I didn't do that very good. All right, so my left leg is straight, my right leg is in front, crossed over for balance. I'm going to work on my, I forget what this is called. It's some letters, but it's around your hip and glute area, but you're not this way on your glute, you're sideways, all right? So I'm moving up towards my hip bone and down, up towards my hip bone and up towards my hip bone and down. Now stop. From here, we're gonna go from here down towards our knee. Hey, move out of the way.
Piggy keeps following me.
I know, move out of the way. All right, so from here, I'm gonna go down towards my knee. Do not roll your knee, stop before your knee. This is your IT band. This is the worst, most painful spot to roll, but it's so necessary, especially if you have any knee pain. Chances are that this IT band is way too tight. So it is from here down to here, okay? But I'm doing it on this leg. I'll just show you. So right there is where it's really tight on me. I'm gonna hold it there for a minute. You can go back, you could go front, back, and front. Oh man, is that tight. Now we're gonna go up and down again. Really loosen this up. So I said before, if you have problems with your knees, this could be really tight. Also, if you have lower back pain, chances are this muscle is really tight. You really need to loosen it. Your hips is a lot of times the reason for having back pain. And everything is connected. Your IT band connects your knees to your hips to your back. So, oh, I could spend a long time on that. But we're gonna switch. So, instead of showing you my butt, I'll go this way. All right, so starting up here, I still can't think of what this is called. I'm gonna call it our pocket, but I know that's not it. So I'm up here from this to this right now. Oh, sore. Move back a little, side a little, loosen up that hip. All right. Oh man. I am going to show you my butt, I guess, so that you can see from the other direction. My IT. So, hopefully I won't kick the guinea pig. Get him out of here. Alright. So my left leg is crossed, my right leg is down. So we just did this top upward part. Lily, get out of the way. Okay. So we did this upper part here. Now we're going to move down to our IT band. Go all the way down towards our knee. Stop about an inch before our knee. Find the spot that's super sore. Hold it there. Then roll forward. Then roll back. Whew. Don't touch the foam. Oh, right there. Oh, it's so sore. Oh my goodness, guys. I hope that you're doing this and feeling the pain with me. Whew. Just holding it out. Trying to breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's so important to breathe. Oh. Okay. Again, I could keep doing that for a while because everything's tight and sore right now. All right, next we're going to move to this right in here. I'm having problems with words. We're going to use the very edge of our foam roller, and then we're going to put our chest right on that with this other arm out, or just kind of hold it there. If you have some sort of massage ball or massage peanut, that might be better for this area. But just try it. Roll it around a little bit. So this is your upper pec area, which also can tend to get really tight. And I'm going to switch into the other side. Oh, there's not a lot of movement here either. Just find the spot that's sore. Try to breathe. Try to relax. Try not to tense up. If you have tight shoulders, it's really good to release these. Oh. Oh gosh. All right. So let's see. We did glutes, we did hamstrings, we did calves, we did butt, we did IT band, we did our upper back, we did our chest, pec, shoulder. I think we did it all. Let's stand up and just do a couple easy things here. I always like to do this when I get up and I kind of lean forward. Maybe I should do this from the side. Kind of lean forward into this so I really get a good stretch in my hamstrings and my calves, and rock back. And lean forward and stretch. And rock back. Try to keep your heels flat, your legs straight the whole time. And lean back. Alright. We are going to reach up to the side, around, and the other way, around. Oh, and back down. We can roll our feet out. Make sure you have your balance and don't do that. So I'm going to roll just the arch of my feet a little bit inside, center, outside, and then I'm going to go into the ball of my foot. Again, if you have a massage ball or a peanut, that's even better for your feet. Same thing, inside, center, outside. Okay, switch the other way. Center of your arch, inside of your arch, inside of your arch, center, outside of your arch. Then go into the ball of your foot, inside, center, outside, center, full foot. Alright guys, that's my foam rolling, and I hope it's helpful. I hope you learned something you haven't done before. I hope you want to do it again. Share it with any of your friends, and follow me for more.